So in my 32 years of life, I've never considered having a skin check, which I know is quite alarming. It was a case of, I was at a Hunter Melanoma Foundation fundraiser, and I actually saw the video of a young girl up on the screen, and she was sharing her story. And I actually turned to my best friend at the time who was there with me, and I said to her, I've never had a skin check. Maybe I really should consider that. She's so young to have had melanoma. She actually said back to me, well, you know, I'm overdue for mine. Let's maybe go together. So she actually made the appointment for me, which really made me go and ensure that I showed up. And so I went in, and it was quite harmless. It was easy. It was over and done within 15 minutes. And as part of that process, he turned to me and he said, how long have you actually had that mole on your head? And I said, oh gosh, you know, years now. And he said, look, it does look slightly suspicious, and part of the process is that we need to remove it for diagnosis. So he went off and, you know, cut that out, and I had, I think, maybe 4 or 5 stitches, and that was fine. So went home that day and honestly didn't think much of it. I know people often get those cut out, and the results are just fine. And I actually thought that was going to be the case for me. But a week and a bit later, I found out my results, and it ended up being, melanoma. It was a lot initially. And I think because it is on my forehead, I was concerned as to how that would look from a cosmetic point of view. And I know that probably sounds really silly, but it generally did concern me because it was right on my face. And once I came out and I saw the scar that went from, you know, this width and this height, and I went, oh my gosh, what am I in for? What kind of recovery is going to happen here? But it was fine. And I'm now thankful, obviously, at the fact that I went in for that skin check. I'm thankful that my friend was there with me and helped me, push me along with that process to ensure that I did show up and I did go for that check. I think having a European heritage with both parents being born in Macedonia, we tan easily. We've got the olive skin, so it was never a case of that we burnt and we peeled. we tanned with limited protection essentially. And I think as I got older, I was almost naive in a sense because I thought, oh, I do have that olive skin, so I can just lay out and I won't peel and I won't burn like my friends did. So if I could tell anybody my message today, it would be 3 things. Number 1, know your skin thoroughly. Number 2, be sun safe always. And number 3, go and get a skin check, because that skin check literally has saved my life.